Hi everyone. So today you're going to be doing 2.8 and this deals with inequalities. So the three things that you're really going to do during this lesson are dealing with graphs of inequalities, word problems involving inequalities, and solving inequalities. Now here are some of the word problems solving inequalities. So you'll go do those first, and then you'll get on to graphing inequalities. Now something like this, number 7, you have to write your own inequality based on what they're saying. So write the following as an inequality. Y is less than or equal to 7 and greater than 0. So you could write this as two different inequalities, but they want you to write it as a compound inequality. So we have that y is less than or equal to 7, and you also have that y is greater than 0. So we can write this side by side. Y, or 0, is less than y, because y is greater than 0, and then y is less than or equal to 7. Now let's take a look at also number 9. So in this one, they're giving you a graph, and you have to write the inequality. Now, since there's two different lines that don't intersect, this is going to be an OR problem. So we know that the variable, which they want you to call x, is less than 3, but this open circle means it cannot be 3. So we know x is less than, strictly less than, negative 3. Yeah, sorry, that's a negative 3. And then we have right here that x is greater than 1, but the filled in circle means it also could be equal to 1. So we have x is greater than or equal to 1. So if x is less than negative 3, or x can be greater than or equal to 1. So you're going to do those. For this type of thing, for number 11, for each value of v, determine whether it's a solution to this inequality. So what you can do is you can plug in negative 8 for v and see if it makes sense. So if you're getting a negative number on this side, a negative number is never greater than 14. Or if you're getting anything that's less than 14, you would say no, it's not a solution. But if you are getting numbers that are greater than 14, then it is a solution. The other way you could do this is if you could solve for v first, and then say, so how you would solve for v is you want to get it alone on one side, so you could add 6 on both sides, and then divide by 4, and whatever value of v that gives you, you know that v has to be greater than that number. So if one of these numbers is not greater than the number that it says that v has to be greater than, then you know it's not a solution. There's really two ways to do that problem. Then whenever you're solving for a value in an inequality, a variable in an inequality, what you want to do is you kind of want to treat it like it's an equality, but there's two things that change that. So if you ever multiply or divide by a negative number, the inequality sign flips. So let's see, like with this one. So we have x divided by negative 3 is less than negative 8. So to get x by itself, we'd have to multiply by a negative 3. So that flips this inequality sign there. So just make sure that you watch out for that. And then at the end, there are going to be some more word problems. So let's check out number 25. Anne is going to rent a truck for one day. There are two companies she can choose from, and they have the following prices. Company A charges $77 and allows unlimited mileage. Company B has an initial fee of $65 and charges an additional 80 cents for every mile. For what mileage will Company A charge less than Company B? So to set this up, they want us to use M for the number of miles that you drove. So what's the total price that Company A charges? Well, they charge 77 no matter how many miles you drive. So you'd write 77 for Company A's charges, and then Company B charges $65, and then 80 cents for every mile. So that would be 65 plus 0.8 times M, or 0.8 M. So that's the amount that company B charges. Now they're asking, for what mileage will company A charge less than company B? So we want to set this up where 77 is less than 65 plus 0.8 M. So we set it up like that, and then you can solve that inequality. So let's see, that gives us 77 is less than 65 plus 0.8 M. So first you would subtract that 65 to both sides, and you get 12 is less than 0.8 M. And then you divide that 0.8 on both sides. So you get 15 is less than M. Now, if that 0.8 was negative, we would have to flip the inequality sign. But it's not, so we can stay the same. So we know that when the mileage is greater than 15, because we have 15 is less than M, that's the same as saying M is greater than 15. So anytime you drive more than 15 miles, company A would be a better deal. So those are the types of problems you're going to do today. So let me know if you have any questions, and have a good one.